And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Galladay, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. They'll toss it to Ajayi. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ajayi. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Williams. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
it's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. James has got it. Complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Winston now hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. On the draw, Ajayi. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing, Winston. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On the delay, here's Ajayi. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. It's caught here by Adams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
Mike, 258. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Hard to believe, but 6 weeks of the NFL schedule will have come and gone by the conclusion of this one. But coming up Thursday night, a good one to kick off Week 7. Kansas City and Denver from up at Mile High. Kickoff at 8:20 Eastern, 6:20 local there in the midst of the Rockies. They go play action. Winston. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Ajayi. And Ajayi's going to go. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Ajayi. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here comes Amendola, pushing through the contact. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
This is Ajayi. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This is Bawden. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Completes it to Ajayi.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd down, it's Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Winston. As the stop, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Jameis now on first down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good.
Packers bring pressure, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And the Packers are in for the score.
Partner, as you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. They run with Ajayi. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa. From the 45 on 2nd down. Winston. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Here's Winston. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. throwing again on second down. Winston, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They run again with a Johnny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers on a crossing route. He hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Refusing to go down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On second down now, Dillon.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And Thomas has it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kamale Correa came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Winston now. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I applaud him for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things.
Williams loses the football, and the Lions have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still think, we're going to shut you down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On the ground, this is Williams.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd down, Dillon will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The Packers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Attempting now to break his own NFL record. This from 65 yards away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The Packers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the draw, here's Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Switch, switch, switch.
First down, Winston. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Check, check.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Winston. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and long for Winston. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Given 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jameis to throw it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. He finds Ajayi. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that third down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Winston readies the offense. Down 27-20, a little over a minute to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Winston. Caught by Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Christian Kirksey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Green Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.